Hello and welcome back to For You. This week we have a special guest again. We haven't got Adam, but we have got Lottie from Laughing Yoga. Hello, Lottie.
Hello, how are you, Tim?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, brilliant! It's fantastic to meet you here live and just talk about laughter yoga. I imagine.
I'm gonna say this is the first time I've seen you so many times that I feel like I know you, but like we've actually never spoken directly. And you are probably the happiest, smiliest person that is on our channel. In fact, the happiest, smiliest person that I know. How are you so happy all the time?
And it's practice. It's because of practicing laughter yoga every day. I start my day at 7 o'clock. Well, I started a little bit earlier, but at 7 o'clock, I dial into the telephone laughter.
Oh, really?
And we laugh for 10 minutes. So 10 past 7, I say, have a great day, and then we hang up.
Oh, wow. So is this sort of like a group of other laughing yoga practitioners, or is it clients, or who is it?
Do you know it's everybody who wants to do it. I must say though, it's a lot of the laughter yoga people who are doing this, but it is for everybody. It's a live call that we have on a conference call. There's room for up to 45 people, and
Wow.
everybody's welcome.
And do you like have something to laugh about, or is it just literally the act of laughing?
It is just the act of laughing. And the reason is that, you know, we need to be able to access our laughter instead of relying on other people to make us laugh. And that's what laughter yoga is all about.
Laughter's
Not
contagious,
holding
though, isn't it?
people to.
It's a bit like a yawn. You see somebody yawn and you yawn, but then as soon as like you see somebody laughing, you just start laughing with them.
Yeah, it's the mirror neurons. There's a lot of science behind what we're doing with laughter, and it's fantastic. That's what I love about it. That it's not just some people come on training courses or to laughter clubs and say, "Oh, I thought we were just going to laugh and ho ho ha ha ha," but it's not. There's so much behind it. Scientific research and medical research that shows a lot of good things about what we're doing with laughter.
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah,
Can you share any of that with us? Can you share a
of
little?
course I can.
Yeah, go on. Share a little glimpse, a little high level piece, because I love the science and psychology behind things.
Okay, so we talked about the mirror neurons here, where when you see a yawn or when you see a smile or even when you see a yeah, we mirror it. Yeah, we mirror it. But on the other side of things with our physiology and so on, when we're laughing, we release very well known. We release endorphins. But the other things that happen is that we release serotonin, which is our body's naturally produced antidepressant. And we also produce higher levels of dopamine, which is about motivation and getting ourselves psyched up for results. And oxytocin, our love chemical, which is often related into breastfeeding or hugging, is when we release oxytocin. We do it when we're laughing as well, and it's
Wow.
because of our tear ducts, the flow in our eyes with the watery eyes when we're laughing. That's what connects us with those chemicals.
Because over the last few months, we haven't really had that much to laugh about, have we? Like with all COVID and all of that, it's been quite a gloomy place, the world. So to have this, I'd say you're almost like this little bright light on our channel to bring a
Oh, thank
smile
you.
and a laugh.
Oh, thank you. Do you know, you're absolutely right. And I do believe that because of these things I've just mentioned, it's a perfect opportunity or a perfect reason to actually practice laughter yoga. Because if we're just sat at home and frowning and waiting for things to happen, then, you know, it's not going to happen very often, is it? And laughter is just way too important to just leave to other people to make us laugh. So yeah, of course, people can watch me doing the the exercises and hopefully do the exercises with me.
I'm sure they do. I don't know how many views you've had over your last couple of videos, but you've done two videos so far for us, and we've got a third one which is going live later this week. And we absolutely love your videos because they are just full of joy.
Oh, thank you. But the thing is, just because of teaching laughter yoga and practicing laughter and so on every day, it doesn't mean that life is always like, woo! There are ups and downs, and it's about embracing all of these things as well. And uh, I do the little dramas once in a while, and we have to do that because
Yeah.
otherwise, if you only laugh, you have serious problems. Definitely serious problems.
How long have you been practicing laughing yoga, and how did you get into it? Where did it start from? Where did your journey start?
Okay, this is some of the things I haven't really talked about on the little videos because they are brief, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it was started in 1995 in the form we do it, and it was a medical doctor who started the whole movement of laughter yoga. He started with 5 people, and now we're in over 100 countries, which is fantastic,
Wow.
isn't it? And then of course, uh, what was the other question?
Where did it start for you? How did you get involved in
Oh
laughter
yes.
yoga?
So I had a friend who went to India and trained with the good doctor in 1999, and he came back to Copenhagen, where I lived at the time, and started the laughter club there, and kept, I would say, pestering me about come to the laughter club. I just didn't have time for that nonsense.
Yeah. I think there is a
So
bit of a bit of skepticism around it, isn't it? When you say to somebody laughing yoga, they do say, "Oh, nonsense."
yeah, it's unless you give it a try, you can't really say if it's for you or not. But I know that some people try it and say, well, it definitely isn't for me, and that's okay as well. We choose other ways of finding our laughter and finding our joy. The only thing is, if you want to wait around to laugh, it's not necessarily happening that easily.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is just a way of initiating the laughter. So just back to in 2000, my friend, he organized World Laughter Day in Copenhagen, and I thought I can go there, and I thought I'd go and support him to his little gathering of people, and it turned out to be almost 10,000 people in the center of Copenhagen.
Wow.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I was blown away, and I thought, wow, this is for me. Yeah, this is what I want to do. I come from a background in technology, which
Mm,
is totally different.
mm.
So experiencing this and thinking, wow, this is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to share laughter.
Yeah, yeah.
and
No.
and then so I moved to the UK in 2001, and I started it over here.
Oh, that's brilliant. So you've been doing it now for almost 20 years.
Yeah, well, professionally, almost 18 years, yeah. But
Wow.
I experienced it the first time in January 2000, yeah. 20
Wow.
years ago, I can't believe it.
That is
Wow.
crazy. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, that's brilliant. And
But you know what? What's amazing about it is the change when people experience laughter yoga and they really give it a go and willing to try it out and so
yeah,
on. The magic happens and the transformation happens, and that's what's so wonderful about laughter yoga, that you see the change in people immediately. It only takes what, half an hour session or 45-minute session, and people feel the change. And of course, not everybody. Yeah. But
yeah,
when you say you really enjoyed the little videos, it's only 1 minute each of them, isn't
yeah.
it?
Exactly. They're social. In fact, for those who haven't seen them yet, can we do like a short taster, like with me and you now?
Yes, of course we
I
can.
know I'm putting you on the spot, and I hadn't planned to do this, but I'm really up for it. So let's give it a go.
Okay, so what we do, like I say, we do the telephone laughter, yeah,
Okay.
and I could just pick up the phone and and then I would pass it into you, yeah,
Okay.
and you would pick it up. So you would pick it up on the side where I pass it on to you in the screen, yeah.
Okay. So am I? Hang
Are you
on.
ready?
Hang on. I need to get right. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm there.
that
I'm there.
side,
I'm there. I'm there. Okay.
yeah.
It's this
So,
side. It's this side. Okay. I'm good.
so are
I'm good.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so it is literally just going. Even if you don't feel like it, you can just go ha 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 ha.
Okay.
But the simple fact that we're lifting the corners of our mouth
Yeah.
really connecting with the release of all these amazing chemicals and so on. So,
Okay. So
you
this
ready?
side. I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
ready. I need to pass it back. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh, that's so good. That
And
is
you know
so
what?
good.
In a laughter session, we would typically finish with something like ho ho ha ha ha, or a very good, yay!
Okay.
Because it's all about cultivating our playfulness, which we sometimes forget when we grow up, don't we?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we do
That
forget to be
I
playful.
had when you said ho ho ha ha ha, I was immediately taken back to Finding Nemo, where they're all gathered around. They're like hoo hoo ha
Yes,
ha ha.
yes,
Champagne.
yes. Shark bait,
Yeah.
yeah.
My bubbles.
Oh,
Anyway,
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, it reminds when we're doing it because it is like ho ho ha ha ha
yeah.
ho ho ha ha. So it's almost like that. It does remind me of that once in a while as well, and I totally forgot it. So thanks for the reminder.
Oh no, I mean, I am just a big 4-year-old child. If you've been onto my
Oh,
YouTube channels or anything like that, you will know that I just get overly excited about absolutely anything. So I am
that
just
is
a big
very
child.
good. That is really really good. You know, have you ever heard of Patch Adams?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, you know, Patch Adams was I actually literally just watched the film again yesterday. I've seen it so many times. I love it. But Patch Adams was the medical doctor who introduced clowning to hospitals, and he was over here a couple of years ago. I invited him to come and run a workshop or a conference,
Yeah, yeah.
and he said that he's what is he now? Back then he was 73 or so, and he said he's a 73-year-old person, you know, on the passport and all his documents and so on. But inside him is a 9-year-old boy that's just
Yeah.
playful, and he carries around. I think he said, was it 30 different little toys in his pockets? He's got that he can just pick out,
Oh.
including a like a snot thing. Sorry, am I
Oh,
allowed to
what
say
are
that?
those bogey long things?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, how sweet is
So
that?
yeah, so he's just playful, and I think we miss out on that when we grow up
We
sometimes,
do. We do.
and that's where laughter yoga is a great trigger to connect us in with our playful self,
Yeah,
and also
definitely.
the joy, and also the things that we need to get out, like grief we haven't grieved,
Yeah.
and so on as well. So when we start laughing and we start releasing, it does get messy.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah,
does.
definitely. Well, when you were talking about that, it reminded me of my uncle. Now, I haven't shared this on this channel, but my uncle, when he was 3 years old, he was involved in a traffic accident. He was run over, and on the way to hospital, he actually died, and they brought him back to life. So he's now, I think he's about 60 years old now, but he's got the mental age of about a 12-year-old, and he
Oh,
is the happiest person I know because he doesn't have a bad bone in his body. He's just full
oh,
of joy. He's literally like, he's a very gentle soul, yeah, a very well mannered man. But like to look at him and when you talk to him, he's so happy. Like he'll tell you about programs he's watched on TV. He loves doing puzzles. He loves
oh,
colouring in. He's just this really happy, gentle soul. And when I was growing up, me and him were like brothers. So whenever I go back and see him, because he's in the care home now. He lived with my granddad. My
yeah.
granddad passed away a couple of years ago. Whenever I go and see him, me and him just were like that. Yeah, we're almost like these naughty two little brothers because I'm sort of like, Jim, should we go do this? And he's like, yeah, all right, Tim, let's go do it. So we go off and go and do these things
Oh,
together.
brilliant, brilliant. So in a tragedy, something good came out of it.
Yeah,
You know, I
absolutely.
mean, it's obviously it's not optimal, but you know what? If he's if he's the happiest person, you know,
Yeah,
it's he's in his world, isn't he? And that's what matters. And if he
exactly.
can encourage laughter and fun and playfulness, how good is that?
Yeah,
You
every
know,
time people are around him, like they are just happy because he's so happy to see you. And he
oh
recently
no,
moved in. He moved into like his forever care home, so I helped like set up his room for him, like bunch on furniture and like did his room up for him and so forth. And there's just him and like 8 others now who live like in this big converted bungalow with some like full time staff who look after him. And he's every time I go and see him, he's like, "Oh, I love it here. It's great. I've got this. I've got
oh
this. I see all
fantastic,
these people because he's got loads of friends around him now. So
yeah.
he's such a happy, gentle soul." I have to say though, Lotte, you are giving him a very good run for his money on the happiest person I know. Very, very close.
Oh, do you know, it's nice to hear. I mean, it is tragic, isn't it, when people suddenly lose who they were, or
Yes,
who we knew them to be, and
yes.
so on. But when there's something good coming out of it, it's a sunshine story, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is. And actually, I think my uncle actually kept my granddad going for as long as he did. My granddad passed away a couple of years ago, and he was about 90 years old, and he only passed away. He went into hospital because he was a bit unwell, and he was very worried about Jim. My uncle was like, "Where's Jim? Where's Jim?" It's like, "Jim's safe. He's with my auntie." And he's absolutely fine there, and he's all fine. And as soon as he was like, "Oh, that's okay then," and literally about a day or two later, he just fell asleep very gently.
Oh,
And it's sort of
that,
like, yeah, my uncle from all that tragedy has brought so much joy to the world that it's sort of like it is very sad what happened to him. But I think, but I wouldn't be who I am if that hadn't happened. If I hadn't had that person in my
no,
life.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's and you know, sometimes we hold on to the sadness of
Yes.
situations
Yeah.
instead of actually celebrating what's there, and remembering the good things,
Exactly.
because in most situations there will be something good coming out of it. But of course, when it happens, it's like challenging to see it just straight away,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's
Absolutely.
getting to the point where you can actually really appreciate what's there. Um,
Absolutely.
you know, and I know that there are people who will find it really, really challenging, even with tools and techniques like laughter yoga or other things. It's not for everybody, and it's not like everybody's ready for it. That's the whole thing, you know. It's appreciating that we're all in different places, but you know, I can only do what I can do to
Absolutely. My
try and
approach to life is too short not to try things and not to
yeah.
smile. And you have to, if you've got that open mindedness, then I think laughing yoga, if you haven't tried it, you absolutely should. Which is a lovely segue into the two videos that are already on our channel from you, Lotte. Thank you so much for those two
Oh,
videos. They're brilliant. And you've sent us a third video as well, which is going up. It should be, if you're watching this now, it should be on the channel right now. So you can find that on the For You channel. We've also got some great videos coming up this week. Have you seen any of Rick's videos, Lotte?
I've seen some of the videos and I really love the channel. I must say, even if you're not going there for laughter yoga, go to the channel. You know, it's got so many good tips and ideas, and yeah, I love the videos.
So we've
I
got
haven't seen all of
no, of course. Well,
them.
we've got so many on there. I think we might even be getting near to 100 videos on the channel, which is amazing considering we started this project back in, I think it was back in April or May that we actually started this project. So a huge thank you to everyone who has sent us videos. So if you do want to collaborate with us, please do drop us an email. It's contact4uproject@gmail.com, or it's along the bottom of the screen right now. We've also got coming up on the channel this week, we've got some serious stuff. We've got some business advice coming, which is quite serious, but also very relevant. But also, if you haven't seen these videos, Rick has done some more meditation videos for us, and they are superb. These are, if you just need to like wind down and reconnect with the ground, Rick is the person to do. So if you need something to bring you back down to earth after all of the laughing yoga, Rick is a great follow-up to that. Or it could be the other way around.
Yeah.
If you're feeling like I'm so relaxed, I need pepping back up, then you can watch a laughing yoga.
Do you know what? It's actually a very, very good point, because they are really good Rick's videos. And when you laugh, if you find yourself really laughing, as the expression goes, laughing your head off, yeah, then you also need to ground yourself. So Rick's meditations are very, very good and so, so lovely.
They are. They are. Anyway, Lotte, thank you so much for joining us this week.
It's been a real pleasure.
I
Thank you so much.
apologise if you heard a random like cuckoo noise in the background halfway through this video. We have a 4.5-month-old puppy, and we've taught her to press a doorbell on the back door for when she needs to go out to the toilet, and the doorbell is a cuckoo. So if you heard that,
That's so
I
sweet.
apologise about
Do you
that.
know what? Same. So a little apology for me as well, then, because I had a little bit of noise going on here.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything.
Oh,
Lotte, it's been an absolute pleasure seeing you. We look forward to seeing your next video, and hopefully you'll be doing us a few more videos as well in future. And we'd love to have you back
Oh,
on
yes.
one of our weekly updates in maybe a few more weeks' time if you're up for doing that.
Oh, thank you. Definitely. Next time after the one that's being uploaded now, next time is going to be a little bit of gibberish. So
A bit of gibberish. I like it. I've made a career on talking gibberish. Anyway, Lottie, thank you so much. We will see you all again next week. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button and also tick that little box with the bell, because then you get notifications for when our latest videos go live on the For You channel. Until next week, thank you very much and stay safe, everyone.